So everyone, thank you for coming. Let's go ahead and get started. My name is James. I'm a tech consultant here at Central Park Library. And so our program today is going to be around 35 minutes. If you guys have any questions, please use the Q&A button at the top of your screen on the Zoom window. Use that, enter in your questions, and then when we have time, we'll get around to answering them. If we run out of time and you still have questions, please come to the tech center during our open hours or open whenever the library is, and we'll be able to give you some one-on-one help. And after the class, if you still want to look over what we went through, you couldn't follow along well enough, this class will be recorded and posted to our YouTube channel. Okay, so we are in the prime of holiday season, and winter holiday sales are nearly here. Many of the best deals can be found online, but it's important to keep in mind that when we're shopping online, that we remember to shop responsibly. It is very easy to put yourself at risk while shopping online. You could accidentally give away your personal information, or almost worse, you could lose your money. That's why it's important that we try to be as safe as possible while we're shopping online. So I like to define online shopping safety in 3 categories. First one, seller credibility. Seller credibility is how trustworthy a seller is and how likely they will fulfill your purchase. Number 2, data security. That means making sure that you aren't giving away personal information that you aren't supposed to when you're buying from an online seller. And 3, the last part of online shopping safety is making sure that you're getting the best bang for your buck. In other words, not spending more money than you have to. And all 3 of these categories are interconnected, but keeping all 3 in mind while we're shopping will make sure that we are being safe. So, for most people, including myself, the large majority of the online shopping we're going to be doing is on commonly used websites like Amazon. Other examples include Target and Walmart, but these 3 examples I like to put under the label of minimal risk. And what that means is that when we're shopping on these websites, there is 0 to minimal risk of us falling to a scam and losing our money. And in my own experience, there's never been a time using any of these websites that I've lost my money or I never received my product. And what I think the easiest way to tell if an online shopping website is credible or not is to ask yourself, have I heard about this online shopping service? If the service is something you've heard about or seen many times before, just as you've gone about your life, then more likely than not, it's a safe place for you to shop. And if you're still not sure after thinking of that, the next best way is to do some research. Ask people you know if they've heard about this website or service. You can ask your local library tech consultant if it's credible, and you can ask others online for their opinion. For that last method, 2 places I like to look are Quora and Reddit. For example, if I wanted to know more about the credibility of Amazon, if I went to Google and I typed in, is Amazon reliable? And the part after that is a neat little trick that keeps the results that shows up limited only to a certain website. So if you put in site and then colon, and then the URL of the website we're trying to look up. So I put here Quora.com. It's only going to show us results from Quora. And so we put in, so I'm going to search, and then it's going to show me all results from Quora. And so I can click on this, on the example on the screen, is it Amazon safe? It's going to show me a bunch of answers from other people who've shopped on Amazon and they're offering their opinion. And so this person here is an example saying, sure, it is safe. It's the purchases are on an encrypted connection. So that's making sure that you aren't losing your credit card, your payment information to anyone. And if you wanted to use Reddit instead, to look for other people's opinions, if you go up to the search bar and after the colon on the on our little tip here, we can replace Quora.com with Reddit.com, and it's only going to show us results from Reddit. And then from this point, as we're doing research for services we're using online, we might come across what I like to call a moderate risk online shopping website. Some of the more widely known examples of moderate risk websites are eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and Craigslist. This here is where we, the buyer, are at a higher risk of being scammed. That isn't to say that they are inherently bad platforms. In fact, they are some of the best platforms for individual sellers to sell their products, new or pre-owned. But the risk comes from our ability to choose who we buy from. Take, for example, a Keurig coffee maker. If I were to buy a brand new one, and I'd say I'm shopping on eBay. Now, Keurig has their own account on eBay, and so they sell their products there. But that isn't going to stop someone else from selling a Keurig product. So if we see on the top, we have this Keurig coffee maker. This is sold directly by Keurig. And this is what I consider first party. And then if we see on the bottom, we have the exact same coffee maker, but it's being sold by someone else. I like to call that third party. So in the end, it is your choice if you want to buy from, a third party seller. But if you are, make sure that who you're buying from can be trusted. So eBay is great at giving people a platform to know the credibility of sellers because each seller will have their own rating. So if we look here, Bullseye Deals, this is the seller who is selling that coffee maker. To the right of the name in the parentheses is a number, and that number is the number of reviews that this seller has received. And to the right of the parentheses is a percentage. That percentage is the number of positive to negative reviews that this seller has gotten. So, over 200,000 reviews and over 97% of them are positive. So that's great. That's we can say it's a pretty good bet that if we're buying from the seller, that we're not going to get scammed, we're not going to lose your money, that you most definitely will receive your product. So, but let's say you want to buy a product from a different seller, but if we look here to the right of the product, you can see that the user here, their seller name is Juan Cruz 121. And we see in the parentheses that they have 0 reviews. And then so that means that they don't have a seller rating. No one has left a comment or review on their account. So it might not be the best idea to buy the product from the seller, even if it is a good price. But let's say that you wanted to. It's like, you know what, I really want this product. I'm gonna take a chance on it. One thing you should know is the return policies. So the sellers can set return policies for themselves, whether or not they do accept returns. So on the site, you can see that the return policy says seller does not accept returns. So yeah, the seller won't accept returns and they won't give you money back that way, but eBay is great in that it gives buyer protection. So if you never receive your product from the seller, or what you do receive is different from what is advertised, eBay will make sure that you get your money back. So eBay is a great platform for buying from individual sellers because they have that, as it says there, eBay money back guarantee. On the other hand, platforms like Craigslist don't have buyer protection guarantees. I say platform because instead of an online shopping website, it doesn't handle transactions themselves. So on eBay, you put in your payment information directly into the site, and then you buy products that way. But on Craigslist, the transactions are handled between the individual buyer and seller. So Craigslist is a perfect example of a moderate risk website because it's just there is a chance that you can get scammed. So we want to look out for some common scams, and I have a few examples here. So money first, product later. That means that the seller is asking that you send them money first, and then they promise to send the product after. So if a seller is asking you to send money for the product through wire transfer, money order, cashier's check, or anything like that, then you probably shouldn't, because chances are they'll take your money and then they'll just ghost you. They'll never send you the product. Boom, your money is gone. So there are some online services that will mediate purchases, such as something like PayPal Invoice that has buyer protection. But of course, when you're using any of these services, make sure that they are safe and legitimate. But in the end, it is always safer to do deals in person when you're using platforms like Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. Another scam is too good to be true deals. So when a seller is selling a product that is listed for way below like the market price, even if it's in used condition. So sometimes the seller won't let you view the products in greater detail. They won't meet up in person with you so that you can see the product in hand. And so if they don't let you see the product that you're trying to buy, then chances are they are trying to scam you. And then another scam that we want to look out for are certified sellers, quote unquote. So I quote because Craigslist, as I said before, Craigslist does not handle transactions. They do not certify sellers. So when a seller claims that they are certified by Craigslist and that they guarantee that your purchase will be protected, that is just straight up false. Craigslist does not do anything like that. That person is trying to scam you. Another way they'll try to convince you that the purchase will be safe is that they'll have like a third party contact you and say, and they might have an official looking website. It all looks really nice and it's like it looks very convincing. However, as I said before, Craigslist does not offer any protection. So again, if the seller or this third party tries to convince you that it's okay that you send your money first, it's not. Do not trust them. Don't listen to them. Report them and move on. And so all these scams on Craigslist are also prevalent on a platform like Facebook Marketplace. Well, Facebook Marketplace does have um, transactions that are handled by them. Um, like Craigslist, the majority of their products sold there are handled individually between the seller and the buyer. And so if you're using these platforms and you're still not sure if what you're trying to buy is a scam or not, then as it says here on the screen, deal locally face to face, and you will avoid nearly all the scam attempts on your person and your money. And if you wanted a refresher or some more examples of scams, real examples as well, if you look at the link at the top here, www.craigslist.org/about/scams. Craigslist has great examples there, great descriptions and explanations about common scams you might come across as you're browsing their platform. And the next part we're going to go over data security. Another important part of shopping online is that you never give out more information that is necessary for the purchase. So let's say you're using Amazon. It's going to ask for your name, number, email address, mailing address, and then your payment information. There shouldn't be anything else that Amazon should be asking for, and it won't. That's why I list it as a minimal risk website. You are at pretty low. There's pretty much zero risk of you being scammed on Amazon. Of course, never give out your social security number. If anyone asks for that, well, it is not credible, it's not legitimate, it is a scam. Also, if a seller is contacting you personally and they want other information, other personal information that isn't necessary for the purchase, then again, that is also a scam. Another great idea for shopping online when you're contacting individuals to see if you can buy their product is to use secondary information. So what I mean by that is, so you have your personal email address, right? That's where you get all your work emails. That's where you get um, emails from people you trust or whatever. But you you might not want that to be filled up with this business that you're doing. You might get scam emails. So what you can do is make another email account and use that email account just for, this shopping online. So that if you accidentally give your email address out, all you're doing is giving out your secondary email. This is not affecting your personal email address at all. And some services such as Facebook Marketplace also lets you message discreetly on their website. So you can talk to the seller on the website through their service. It's very safe, it's very secure. But again, it might be a good idea to have a second Facebook account where you are contacting these buyers so that you have a little more protection between your personal Facebook account and then your secondary. So it's just another layer of protection for yourself. And of course, one of the best ways to protect your money is to save it. So if you've done any shopping or browsing online already, you see that there've been a ton of sales. Just on Monday, we had Cyber Monday, and last week we had Black Friday. We have tons of savings on tons of products. But be warned, just because a product seems to be on sale for a great price doesn't mean that it's actually a great price. So one service that I like to use that's completely free, that lets us track products between different websites and also the price history, is called Price Tracker. And so to get to this website, you can use your preferred browser. You go to pricetracker.wtf and it'll bring you to the website. So let's say if we look at the left here, this is on Amazon and this is a coffee maker that I might be interested in. We can see that it's on sale for $40 from $70. That's a great deal, $30 off. So I want to see, if it might be even lower on other websites. So what I'm going to do, if you right click on the name of the product, you click on copy link and you go back to price tracker. There's going to be a text field where it says copy and paste. You're going to right click on that text field. You will click paste. And then what happens then is going to bring up the result, the product that you were looking for. You clicked on that product, and on that site, it's going to tell you all the places that this product is being sold on. So for this product specifically, it's only being sold on Amazon. So we're not going to find other prices elsewhere on websites such as Walmart or Target. And $40 from $70, that's a big drop. Was it actually on sale for $70? Well, if we look at the price history on the right here, you can see, if you look closely, you'll see this little green dot. And so if you come to the left, we'll see that you'll see the price of the product. So here, where I'm moving my mouse around, that's $39.50, and up here is 40. And so this dot being at this height represents that it is in fact being sold at $39.88. But we only see that dot. If this product were to have a longer history, there would be this green line, there would be a line extending from the left of this dot, and we would see at the bottom different dates. So what this price tracker is telling us is that this product has actually never been sold before on Amazon or on any of the other websites that it could find. So this coffee maker might not actually be worth $70. This could just be a $40 coffee maker, but they're advertising it as more than that. So, of course, be wary when you're buying products like this. But if we were to look at another example, so this one's also another coffee maker that I found on Amazon. And so if we look at in the red square here, of course, I'm tracking this product on Price Tracker. I would do the same thing as before. I'd copy the product URL from Amazon and paste it into Price Tracker. And here we can see that this product is also being sold on Walmart. But the current price on Walmart is nearly $65, while on Amazon is being sold for $40. So that tells us that if you want to buy this coffee maker, you should probably buy on Amazon to save some money. And if we come down here to the graph, as I mentioned before, we actually have a price history now. So if we look closely at the bottom of the graph, you can see dates all the way from December 30th up to November 17th. And on the site, you can change the dates that you see as well. So if we look at Amazon's, which is the purple line, so it was originally on sale for about $45, and now it's dropped to 40. So this is actually a sale from a product that was valued at $45 and now being sold at $40. So this, if you wanted to save $5, this price tracker is actually telling you that you are saving $5 on this product. So it looks like we do have some more time. So I'm going to go ahead and do a live demonstration of price tracker. So I'm going to come up here. So I'm going to go to Amazon.com. If I go up to the search bar, the URL bar, I type in Amazon.com and click enter. Oh, it's asking us to do a little bit of CAPTCHA, but that's fine. Now, let's say I wanted to search for a new mug. I'm gonna look for something. Oh, this right here, this second mug. This looks great. On sale from $18. Now it's $13. I'm gonna right click on the title, the product title. I'm gonna come down to copy link. I'll press left click. And now I'm gonna open a new tab and I'm gonna go to the service that I was just talking about. If I type in price tracker .wtf and I press enter, it's gonna bring us to their website. If I come to this search bar right here where it says copy and paste product URL, I'm gonna right click, left click on paste. It's gonna look for our product. And looks like, oh, there it is. I'm gonna left click on the product. And here we can see where else is being sold. So it looks like it's being sold for $48 at Walmart. We definitely don't want to buy there. We definitely want to buy on Amazon. And if you come to the graph, we can see that Amazon, it's just started selling on Amazon. There is no line extending to the left, and it's being sold at a much lower $13 compared to, up here if you come up to the blue line, Walmart, where it says nearly $48. So that's the price history of this mug. That was, a demonstration of using Price Tracker. I think we can go ahead and answer some questions.
All right. Thank you, James. Hey, everybody. This is Paul chiming in. I'm just assisting James this evening. So I only have one question so far, so I just want to remind everybody, if you have questions to ask, now is the time. You can use the Q&A function that's down at the bottom of your Zoom window. Just type your questions in and we will go through one by one and answer them. And we have plenty of time to do that. So the only question I have so far is, will a recording of this event be emailed to those who registered? And the answer is yes. So what will happen is you will get a link to our YouTube channel, the Santa Clara City Library YouTube channel, and it'll be a link specifically to the recording of this class. But you'll also be able to go back and look at our other classes once you're on the YouTube channel. Our whole backlog is on there.
Okay, so that is everything that I wanted to go over in the class. So please check our library website, sclibrary.org, for our other programs and offerings. If you want to sign up for our latest events and news and you want to get notified when our classes are coming up, please, and you can sign up for email subscriptions and you will get notified of our next classes. And then please take a moment when you leave the meeting to fill out our feedback survey. Once you leave the meeting, it will pop up right for you automatically for you. And if you didn't want to fill it out now and you want to fill it out later, on the website, if we come up to, oh yeah, services, and we look under public computers and printing, technology class requests. This is the same survey. You can fill this out on the library if you don't feel like doing it now. And I think I might have been going a little too fast during our class. I apologize for that. If you wanted to watch the recording again, once again, this class has been recorded, is going to be posted to our YouTube channel, Santa Clara City Library. Thank you guys for attending the class. I really appreciate it if you filled out the survey, and please come again to our next classes. Good night, everyone.